Well, hello everybody out there. What's going on? Welcome to another great edition of Unsportsmanlike Conduct, episode number 84. And we transition here, fellas. We transition playoff time, baby. I am Steve. I got Timmy, the Mush T.
Oh, hello.
On over here, Timmy.
That's right. The Mush is back this week because it's playoff time. Time to mush some teams. Time to mush some teams. And I ain't telling you who I'm betting. Good luck.
Which teams will Timmy mush? That's the segment for today.
Find out Monday whose lives I screwed up.
Oh man, Ant, what's happening down there? As you guys can see, it's got a little current head coaching candidate vacancy there. That's a little foreshadowing, foreboding about what's about to come. As we get the show started. But Ant, how's it going today? How's it going, pal? Like the shirt?
Going great. Thank you. It looks great.
You would go well with Eric Zant in a show that that he does, tie dye.
I'm more than happy to get in there. No, it's going good. I've been contacted by at least two NFL teams for their head coaching vacancy. They've requested interviews. I denied one, told them fuck off.
New England.
And the other one we're still scheduling. We're having some scheduling conflicts. We're going to see if we can work out the details.
Busy schedule.
So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, busy man.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Busy. The NFL world is busy as always. Heading to playoff time, and of course Black Monday, which has kind of turned into Black Week. It's just like extending itself further.
Yeah, started at 12:01 Sunday night / Monday morning and has continued through today.
Yeah, it's the longest Black Monday ever. All right, so we're a tripod right now. We hope to be a four-legged table here in just a bit, but that's entirely up to our buddy Melo. Let's get the show started, why don't we?
Do it.
All right. Welcome back in, everybody. I guess Mel will be along here in a few minutes. We'll hear that little ding in our ear. That'll be like the entrance music, the Royal Rumble countdown or whatever.
Can you change that ding to a specific sound?
No, I wish.
That'd be great.
Oh, that's only us that hears it.
It would still be great.
It's only you guys that hears it. I don't hear it.
Why don't you hear it?
Because I don't have the special privileges like you guys.
That'd be great if you heard, Melo.
Yeah,
like I said, Melo, always late.
Melo. That'd be great.
Or a troll noise.
I'm having an awful night, gentlemen.
Why?
Rangers are down 3-1. Celtics are getting blown out by like 45, which I blame the uniform.
Celtics are getting blown out by 45?
Last time I checked, the Bucks are destroying them. I blame those ugly-ass uniforms.
They're down 37 currently. Holy
All right. Made up some space.
The Bucks have 100 points with 2:30 left in the third quarter.
If it helps, the Knicks are down by 17.
Doesn't help. But yeah.
You guys, late breaking news for Yankee fans out there. Timmy, you hear who you guys just signed?
Who we just signed?
Marcus Stroman.
Yeah,
goes to the Yankees. I know.
Been rumored for a few days.
Do I have to do it? I don't care.
2 years, $37 million is what I think I saw. But
yes.
Anyway, so
vesting option for a third year on that Stroman deal.
Okay. All right. So that's the breaking news for the world of baseball.
Well, when they signed Snell, I'll get excited.
They also Juan Soto and the Yankees agreed on a 1-year deal to avoid arbitration worth $31 million, which means he will be a free agent next season, barring an extension.
Exactly.
$31 million in arbitration. I kind of got excited. I saw a notification come up. Mets and Pete Alonso reach agreement, so I thought it was a long-term deal, but also arbitration. It's like 1 year, 22 or 20.
They shouldn't even announce that. It doesn't count.
It's annoying because that's what I've gotten today. Sign. Okay, so somebody signed. No arbitration. Fuck. I don't care. Timmy, do it.
I don't care.
Oh man. All right. So Melo's not here. Let's start off with basketball. Because I the NFL stuff is big, and want to get Melo to weigh in on that. But the really the only basketball thing that I think we can bring up, we could bring up whatever we want, but is the Draymond Green situation. He got suspended for beating the shit out of people for hey,
the rear naked choke on Rudy Gobert. Yeah. He was punching someone a week later.
Texas tornado punch, a week later. So he's been out. He's missed 14, 15 games or so. He's at press conference. He's saying all the right things. Now, it might be a silly question, but do you think he can change at least his? I don't know. Do you think he could change?
Tim, you want to start?
No, I do not.
And wait. Well, one more thing on the whatever halftime show, whatever basketball game I was watching the other night. How do you like that for memory? They were talking about
Watch
this,
the game the other night.
Yeah. They were talking about this and what does Draymond have to do? It was a pregame show and it was Wilbon. So what does Draymond have to do? So are you okay with Draymond continuing to be Draymond in getting technical fouls and that kind of thing, still being Draymond, or does he have to be like a saint going forward?
I think Draymond is going to change. I really do. And I think it's going to be in the way of his uniform because I think they're going to trade him by the deadline. That's what I think. I think the Warriors are done with his nonsense. They actually got kind of hot compared to how they had been doing once he went away. And I think there are teams out there, Cleveland, Minnesota, the Lakers, maybe a few others, that would actually trade something valuable for a player like him because of he's still one of the best defensive players in football. There's the announcement. I said he's one of the best defensive players in football. Nice. My mind is so football right now. One of the best defensive players in basketball. And so I know one of the rumors, and I know Bill Simmons pushes it a lot, but like to Cleveland for someone like Jared Allen, because they have the issues with Mobley and Allen playing together, doesn't seem to be working as well in year 2 as it did in year 1. So, maybe do you look to trade for a player like Draymond who would have less issue playing next to someone like an Evan Mobley? And also, shore up a defense for Cleveland. So something like that makes a lot of sense. And then send Jared Allen back to Golden State, rim running big man who can switch and doesn't have to come off the floor in crunch time because of how good he is defensively. I think that trade makes a lot of sense for both teams. But yeah, I think the Warriors they're done with it. They have been very quiet in terms of words of support for him. And so I think that I think this is the final days of the Warriors' big 3.
Pack of Skittles.
That there are a lot of teams out there that will probably trade something valuable for him. I'm not saying I agree with it, and I'm not saying I would want my team to do it, but I do think there are teams out there that will do it.
It's kind of like what we say about free agents. Who's going to pay these guys this amount of money? Somebody's going to do it.
There's always one.
There's someone for everyone.
That's right.
All right. So we do have our fourth leg here.
Perfect time.
Fourth leg is here.
We can all stand up straight now.
Am I the only one who looks forward to seeing how Melo has his hair? when he comes on. I'm always interested to see how he has his hair when he comes on.
I don't really care about hair, to be honest. It's been disgusting down here, bro.
Melo and just let it down all the time.
Today's been awful, bad for sinuses, bad for. I'm sure your allergies are killing you, but no, I don't want to wake the beast.
We don't want to wake them right now.
Don't wake them up,
please.
It's been a nasty, like drizzly, low 60s all day today, and then tomorrow's gonna be 85 and sunny. It's supposed to be approaching record heat.
And at least you're not in Kansas City on Sunday or Saturday.
Oof.
We'll get to that later.
30 below wind chill, baby. Oh, what? We'll get to that. But Melo, we're talking about Draymond Green, and okay, so it was that Knicks got the lead to 12.
Hey,
hey,
you saw that ridiculous OP Toppin plus minus since he's joined the Knicks?
Whew. No, joined the Knicks.
That's what I meant. The Knicks. No, was it? No, it wasn't OP Toppin. OG.
Oh yeah. No, it's crazy.
Plus 111.
He's really good.
Ridiculous.
Well, I said I was excited about the trade for them, and the boss was a little skeptical.
Well, remember the news was coming in. First, it was. I mean, I'm happy with him, but I needed a little bit more out of that, and we got it. 5-0 with them. So it's on the line right now. They were down big, 44-26 they gave a 44 first quarter points.
Anyway, NBA defense just doesn't exist anymore. Celtics are down 41, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
To start the fourth.
They're coming back.
Just bad.
They're going
41-0 run to open the fourth.
That's right. They're going to a 42-0 run right now. Watch the end of the game.
What's going on tonight? Look at the Thunder score. Thunder up on the Blazers, 75-39. What is going on?
How much?
They're trying to double the Blazers.
75-39.
At half. The Blazers have 39. Hey, do you think that the Blazers are maybe regretting the way they handled the Damian Lillard situation? Just since we're on the topic of basketball, figured I'd ask.
Ever so slightly. Wow.
Let's not forget that they turned down offers of Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez, and multiple first-round picks for Damian Lillard. Jaime Jaquez probably should be more seriously considered in the Rookie of the Year voting, by the way. But yeah, they turned it down because they wanted DeAndre Ayton. So great job, guys.
Hey.
Looking
legendary.
Good. Looking good.
DeAndre Ayton. Well, all right. So Melo, we'll hit you up next. Draymond Green situation, obviously suspended. Now he's, press conferences are back. He's saying all the right things. I think it was Wilbon who said he should get not even a technical foul. That's how straight edge he needs to be. Perk was like, no, I still want him to get his technical fouls if warranted. I want him to scream and yell just like he did before, but I don't want him punching people. I don't want him dragging people around. So what's your take on that? Can Draymond still be Draymond without the physical violence?
I mean, I think he can. I mean, he's not always known for the physical stuff. It just, happened too consecutively now. But I'm okay with him getting technical fouls. Like, you want a passionate player out there, just not a violent player.
Definitely not a violent. The Texas tornado punch, that was rough. Hell no. Which part, Roger?
Or a sleeper hold?
He was a bionic elbow away from the trifecta. If he would have pulled out the Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow on somebody in a game,
he's doing this pretty well. He's doing this pretty well, but players at least.
If someone did that on a basketball court, I immediately buy that jersey. Immediately.
Don't even care who it is. What team?
I don't even care who. Nope. I could care less.
Oh, the elbow.
A full-on bionic elbow. I'm buying that jersey the next day.
Yeah, they got to rev it up like Dusty. They got to get it. They can't just throw the elbow.
You got to wind it up. Oh yeah, you got to wind it up.
Right.
Get the little dance going.
That's right.
Oh my God, I'd watch every NBA game after that.
New hero. Timmy's new hero.
Right.
Timmy, I know that if it were up to you, Draymond would be gone, and he actually mentioned retirement to the commissioner, and the commissioner was like, don't do nothing drastic, don't do nothing stupid. That was his opportunity.
Table.
Well, at least for the year. I think he should be
like.
gone
Why
for the
would
year.
he say that to Draymond? Draymond isn't. He has what, like 5 fans? Like, no, he's not.
Wow.
Selling out.
We're not
arenas.
talking about Aaron Rodgers here. We're talking about Draymond Green. Calm down.
People pay to go see Aaron Rodgers. No one's paying to go see Draymond. Like, I don't.
Do they pay to go see Aaron Rodgers? They might pay to hear what he says, but
not
that's
this year.
it.
They pay to see him sling the ball.
It's been at least 9 months, 8 months since we've had anyone pay to see Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. The possibility of Draymond Green beating somebody up is, it's like, hey, let's just go. You never know. You might have another Malice at the Palace because of him. It'd be interesting.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? No. Oof. I feel like these days, Malice in the Palace would have been a whole lot worse. I feel like everybody just get involved. Would be one big
Imagine
brawl.
all the extra
like all the
camera
fans
angles we would have gotten from people's phones, though.
Oh my God! Yes,
that's true.
By the way, I see Roger
Good point.
commenting out of the corner of my eye. It looks like Roger McDowell. Out of the corner of my eye.
oh, because Dowdle.
Yeah,
friend of the show, Roger McDowell.
I'm like, stop, don't spit on anybody anymore, Roger.
Yeah.
Don't spit on Newman anymore.
Newman, the magic loogie. So we'll see. We'll see what Draymond Green decides to do.
I don't think he should be gone for good. I think he should be gone for the year. I think he needs a year to set out and and assess and think. Are you going to be an animal or are you going to play the game? It's as simple as that. But should he come
Has
back
he done his
year?
podcast since then?
Well, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I haven't seen. I was just curious.
It is
all
really
right.
a shame, though, that all this is taking away from. I mean, I know people like Melo will discredit him, but he's arguably one of the best defensive players we've seen in the last 20 years, 25 years.
I'm not discrediting him. I'm just saying people don't pay to go see.
Melo's hurt right now. You could see the hurt in Melo's face when you said.
I like Draymond, but I don't think people go pay to see him. Like, if I'm Silver, he's not LeBron James. He's not Steph Curry. He's not Wemby. He's Draymond Green.
How's that guy doing, by the way?
Forgot Jalen Brunson. He got his first triple-double yesterday.
The 7'6", 19-year-old.
Yeah, the giant praying mantis on stilts.
I don't know what he's averaging, but he had his first triple-double yesterday. Career triple-double.
Nice. Good for him.
He's averaging like 3.5 blocks, which is really impressive. The rest of his numbers aren't that.
He is averaging 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 44% field goal shooting. And I don't know how many blocks per game.
That 44% really bothers me. And I really don't feel like
he's shooting like crap from 3-point.
Yeah, I don't feel like the 19 points is what it used to be, considering what is it like? There's like 4 players averaging over 30 currently. Was it Joel, Luka, and Shea are all over 30 a game? That's 3, but still.
Man, that OKC team, they're picking up
steam.
Oh,
they are.
Yes.
You want to talk about the most enjoyable team to watch right now? Oh my goodness, I love watching them play basketball.
All the hype with the guys that they had, and imagine this is the team that wins the title.
And they still have so many draft picks.
Yes, Roger. I've watched at least 3 of his games this year. I mean, it's cool what he. I mean, I don't know. I watch him play, and like people talk about like this generational player, and I get the size is not something we see very often, but like the Giannis comparisons,
size. Is he tall?
Yeah, Giannis was 7'6", 19 at one point in time. He shrunk a little bit. Giannis is like 7 foot, but if you look at Giannis, his highlights are deceiving. I agree with that. But they're not impressive at all. He does like a big dunk, and then you look back at it, and he barely left the ground. And you're like, oh, yay.
But like, what are you gonna do?
His dunk's like,
He just drops it in. There you go. There you go.
Basically.
He's only shooting 44%. Come on, he's dropping the ball in 100%.
It's the perimeter stuff though. He's been terrible from the perimeter, and I mean terrible.
He's shooting 28% from 3-point.
Why is he taking 3-pointers?
They all do. Everybody does.
It's a new NBA. It's a new NBA.
Everybody.
Wasn't it like what year was it? I think it was like 2005 or something. Someone led the NBA in 3-point attempts, and they were only averaging like 5.5 3-point attempts a game or something. And now the leader is at like 15. It's insane.
Blame it all on Mike D'Antoni.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's your boy.
A revolutionary, a visionary.
Just
for
because
his
he
time.
coached the team, I like doesn't mean make him my boy. The non-defense coaching ass.
Not to keep going back to the Wemby stuff, but I think Roger points out a very good point here. Defensively, I know he's averaging a lot of blocks, but it's purely because of his size. I do believe he has looked very lost defensively, way more than I expected. I thought his defense was going to be so good that was going to carry him this season. And if you do sit and watch him play, he's not that good defensively. And then not even just against like other bigs, just in general.
What's his wingspan?
13 feet.
13 feet.
He can go from baseline to half court. Baseline to half court.
All right, so wait, let me ask you guys and Roger a question. Is this 19-year-old rookie stuff going on, or are you already saying maybe that wasn't a good first pick?
I think it's a good first pick because besides him, it's what Jaquez that's been really good.
Cam Whitmore finally getting some run in Houston looks pretty good, but that took 30 G League games before he got to the NBA. So
I just mean him alone. Does he look like he's going to be a star, or do you think not a good choice?
Still too early, I think.
Too early. 19 years old.
I think he's going to be a star because of his size. Like I think because of what he is, people will always look at him like this amazing thing.
And if he eats,
but
he'll put on the weight. He'll make the adjustments.
I don't think he's gonna put on the weight. I really don't. I don't know, man. Just his frame is not this like Giannis was skinny when he came in the league. Kevin Durant was skinny and is still skinny. But those guys aren't 7'6" and 19 years old. You have to say if you say one, you have to say the other. It's a rule.
You got it.
They're also not from France.
They're also not from France. They're not French. No, but I think Giannis, if you look at his frame, it seems like for him to pack on muscle, it didn't seem that crazy. You know, like, yeah, he was lengthy, but he had a little bit broader shoulders to him and stuff like that. This guy is just beanpole thin, top to bottom. Like, there's no width to his shoulder. I swear his shoulders are this wide, and he's just as tall as a tree. Yeah, and that's the other thing, too.
Tall as a what size tree?
What are the trees in California? The
redwoods.
There you go, a redwood. That's about how tall he is. Unfortunately, not as thick as a redwood though. That's what he could use.
Roger, you're right. His knees ain't gonna handle more weight.
Guys, Patrick Ewing, ice him.
That's what I would worry about is him having lower body issues if he did start to really pack on the weight. So, but I don't know. It is too early, but I've really been unimpressed with. Every time I've watched him, just feel like he's just living off the size, you know. And then we've seen players like that before, maybe not quite to his size, but I don't know. I have not been impressed.
All right, time to switch some gears here, fellas. Let's head into football. And let's start with Black Monday, Black Tuesday, Wednesday, and now it's Thursday. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna pull.
What are they gonna change the name to for tomorrow if another coach gets fired? Because they can't call it Black Friday. That's trademarked, it's signed, sealed, and delivered.
It would just have to be the Black. I mean, I don't know, the Plague Week.
I mean, you got to be careful there if you're getting into calling it stuff like that too.
I said plague for a reason.
Okay, I was just saying.
This is not sharing, fellas. Hold on one sec. Talk amongst yourselves. I got another way to do this. Absolutely.
What here? I'll ask a question. Which coaching departure do you think has been the most surprising so far?
Arthur Smith.
I haven't been surprised by any of them. Got to be honest with you. Wink Martindale walking out of the building. That's probably my most shocking one.
What you say? You guys weren't surprised by the Vrabel one?
I know Taylor Lewan was. They called him live on TV when he got fired, and he was like, "What? Really?" What?
Pinkster
What?
Friday. I like it, Roger. That's a good one. Oh, Roger brings up a good point. Nick Saban. I would agree with that. Nick Saban was definitely the most surprising.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that one.
I wasn't either. Those NILs,
I was very surprised by the Vrabel one. I feel Mike Vrabel is one of the 5 to 7 best coaches in football, and I just feel like if you have one of those guys in your building, you do whatever you can to keep him in your building. So for them to not only separate from him, but to separate from him in such a way that they didn't even get compensated for it, and will not get compensated in the future, because like if you trade him, you could get some picks or something. If you allow him to interview for another position and he leaves like after his contract expires or anything like that, you're eligible for compensation picks. But because of the way they did this, they get nothing. Like he's just gone.
Right.
So a lot of questions there.
Yeah.
I think Pete Carroll too.
Yeah, that's
that
fair.
was 80. Time to go.
So?
Put the gum away.
But
He's still been doing really well.
Press
Look what he did with
conference?
Gino.
Oh God! Do you see what he heard at his press conference where he's like, "Oh, you know, this time of year, I'm supposed to be slowing down. I'm supposed to be tired, but I'm not. So, you know, whatever direction they're gonna go in, I don't really care. And but I'm excited for the future."
If that's the case, then he ain't taking no office job.
Well, he said that he fought for his
Well,
job.
he said he's excited for the future for the office job, I guess.
Thank you, Roger. Yes, another Gino hater. Love it. Love it.
I don't know how we got to the playoffs with him last year. We're just, you know, a game shy this year.
Oh, wait. Who else made the playoffs last year? In the NFC?
Vikings?
I just want it to be known, I'm not the one that brought this up this time. All right?
No,
I'm
we're not.
the one that said this.
But we're not going. It's just
the Vikings made it. Yeah.
Listen.
Your
StreamYard's having an issue. That's why I can't share this thing. So
do you want me to
we'll
try
talk
or?
through it. No, it's a StreamYard situation. It's a StreamYard's unable to share it.
What were you sharing?
I was sharing the very hard work that Anthony put in for the coaching vacancies.
Look,
so do we want to?
I actually just realized I sent you the wrong one. It was missing some of the picks on it, but that's okay.
Oh,
we can. I can read off of it if you want. So I listed out the 8 head coaching vacancies as current. That is current as of right now. Obviously, if that could change, and I just put some notes with it. I put where the positioning of their first round pick was this year. I listed their other top 100 picks that they have this year, and then I also listed their cap space starting off this offseason before they make any moves, and starting off the 2025 season before they make any moves between now and then as well as just some other small notes. So I'll run down the list from top to bottom. So the Washington Commanders were the first team I had on the list. These are not in any particular order or in any order that means something. I just listed them out and gave information. So Washington first, they have the 2nd overall pick. They also have picks 36, 40, and 98 in the top 100. So they have 4 picks in the top 100. They have $75 million in cap space going into this offseason before they make any moves, and they will have $131 million as of right now going into the 2025 offseason before they make any moves. The only relevant notes I added to them was that they have a new ownership group and are no longer dealing with Daniel Snyder.
Magic Johnson, baby.
The next team on the list, the Atlanta Falcons. They have the 8th overall pick. They also have picks 43 and 6. Oh, God. I don't have these right. They also have their 2nd and 3rd round picks. They have 3 top 100 picks. They have $21 million in cap space going into this offseason, but then that number balloons to $97 million for 2025. I believe that 2024 is the last year that they have dead Matt Ryan money on their cap, and I believe that's a portion of that money. For them, the only notes I put, obviously, spending their last 3 first-round picks on, in order, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Bijan Robinson. They have the weapons offensively. They just don't have a quarterback. So, great weapons, no QB. The Falcons are going to draft the coach.
Falcons are...
That's great. I love it. With the 8th overall pick, the Atlanta Falcons select Bill Belichick.
Old guy, New England.
From Nantucket.
Old guy in hoodie.
The next team, the Seattle Seahawks. They currently have the 16th overall pick. They do not have their second round pick. That pick belongs to the Giants as way of the Leonard Williams trade. They do also have pick 81, though. So they'll be in this draft with pick 16 and 81. They're going into the offseason $5 million over the salary cap. And then they have about $41 million projected for next year. The notes I put for them, I actually like the pieces they have on their roster. And I think long term, a lot of their cap stuff does clear up actually after 2025. So there's some moves they can make to really push for next offseason to be like a big spending year if they wanted to. That's what I put for them. I'm going to try and pick up the pace here because there's still like 6 more teams. The artist formerly known as the San Diego Chargers, 5th overall pick. They also have 37 and 69. They're going into the offseason, though, $35 million over the cap. They have $112 million in cap space next year, projected as of right now. And the only note I think needed for them is that they have Justin Herbert, because that's the only thing that matters.
For now.
For now. The Las Vegas Raiders, they have the
Wait, hold on. Look at
pick.
Timmy. Look at Timmy. The plan is in motion. The wheels are in motion, baby.
I've played this scenario out on Madden several times. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I wish you the best of luck. The Las Vegas Raiders have all 3 of their first 3 picks. So they start at 13, and they have 44, and I believe it's 76, 77. $36 million in space this year. That number can very easily balloon to $50 million with a couple of moves. And then they have a projected $93 million in 2025. For them, the only notes I put were they have Max Crosby and I guess Devontae Adams, maybe not. Who knows? We'll see how that plays out. The Tennessee Titans were next on the list. They have the 7th overall pick. They also have their 2nd and 3rd round picks. They're not missing any picks. They have $71 million in cap space this offseason and a projected $132 million in 2025. It's a pretty much a blank slate in Tennessee. They don't have a lot of cornerstone pieces. While we all love, and as everyone should, Will Levis, if a new regime came in and decided that they didn't want to go forward with Will Levis, they're in a position where it's not going to be crippling to them if they decide that Will Levis isn't their guy. So it is a blank slate, but there are some questions now with ownership, as Amy Adams Sistrunk, I think is her name. Some of the decisions she has made have been very questionable in ownership, moving on from a coach like Mike Vrabel when she did, along with some of the other moves that she moved on from, I believe it was Mike Mularkey, after he came in and took them to the playoffs in his only year as their head coach and then fired him. I think the other coach she fired was Ken Wisenhunt. That was expected. He was like 3-30 or some craziness. So some issues there. The Panthers, next on the list. Their first pick this year is in Chicago. But they do have the 33rd pick.
It sounds that way.
It definitely sounds that way.
He like who has ever done that? Like grabbed a microphone at an NFL game to speak to the fans. I don't remember ever seeing that.
Move on from ownership too.
Seemed like a farewell. Yeah.
It feels like he was probably told before the game that they weren't going to bring him back next year. Or through his agent was told at some point this season that this is probably it.
And all them the fans of them boys are already like, oh, he's coming to the Cowboys.
Great impression.
With a straw sticking out of their stupid mouths. Stupid Cowboy fans.
So the Panthers do not have their first round pick. As we said, it's in Chicago. They do have the 33rd pick, though, which is the first pick of the second round. And then they have pick 65 as well. This offseason, $24 million in cap space. Next offseason, projected $130. Their 2 biggest questions, we'll start with the smaller of the 2, which is Bryce Young any good? And the bigger question is your owner the new Daniel Snyder, except for maybe like the sexual harassment stuff?
Maybe.
Potentially. Allegedly not.
And then the last team on that list is the New England Patriots. They have the 3rd overall pick this year. They also have their 2nd and 3rd round picks. They have $65 million in cap space this year and a projected $190 million in cap space in 2025. I think they are one of the few teams that actually has no money on the books. It's either in 2026 or 2027. They're like one of the only teams in all of football that has a completely blank cap for one of those years. Yeah, and blank is the best way to describe it. That is a blank slate. I don't think that roster has any cornerstones. They have a ton of cap space. They have all their picks. They can go any which way they want, and all that's available. So
Mac Jones should be visiting Indeed.com about now.
He will not be in New England next year. Is my bold prediction for this offseason.
Bold, baby.
I like to go out on limbs when I make my hot prediction.
That's a hot take.
The hot take. Terzio's here. He's already upset, getting all riled up here. We're getting suckered by the NFL, putting the game on Peacock that most people he knows doesn't have. Why? I thought he was a wrestling fan. Why didn't you got the cock?
I was gonna say,
are you saying you don't?
How does he watch WWE?
You don't love the cock, Terzio? What's happening here?
I disagree with his HD. I think Amazon has the worst HD as far as all the streaming things. That's just me personally. I have no problem with the cock. I watch all my wrestling on there. It's good.
Yeah, no, I've not had any problems with the cock at all.
Yeah.
Amazon, I haven't had any HD problems with them either.
Amazon looks like old CBS footage to me, other than I don't know. Peacock was fine.
Amazon, when they first started doing the football games, was a disaster.
Yeah, it looked like CBS in the 80s. It was like,
a
what am I watching? I don't even know what I'm watching here. God forbid it snowed. You couldn't see anything on CBS in the 80s.
Snow on top of snow.
What is that? What's going on?
Well, I guess the Thursday night football games, you only cared if you only listen to hear if Al Michaels gave a shit about the game or not.
He's the best. I love his grumpy old ass.
Are you watching TV through the cock, Frank? Like, you should just be streaming.
I got rid of Peacock last week because I'm sick and tired of the reception. That
might be an
internet issue. Might be an internet issue. WWE events were also very blurry.
I actually think their WWE events have been really good quality.
I have never had one single problem with Peacock so far with WWE. Never, not one.
He said for $5. I have the premium version because I can't deal with commercials. Can't deal with the ads.
That's the only thing I hate about the cock. It's always an interruption there. Just get to the point.
I watch a Dateline. It drives me nuts. It's 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like to wait. I'm impatient. Just give me the
but I will say, look, Anthony's like, what the fuck is happening right now? But I will say that I wish that they had that back in the day where the commercial comes on, the show goes to commercial and boom, timer up on the left-hand corner. Then you know exactly how much time you got to go take a piss, grab a drink, grab a snack, and come back. That's what Peacock was doing. But then I paid the extra $5 because I can't deal with it.
Me neither.
Big money, yeah, really, Roger.
The CEO doesn't watch commercials.
The extra $5 really splurge there. I have extra money. I don't have to get a haircut.
But I do agree that I think the game should be on TV. I think the game should be on TV. I don't think it should be on streaming. But
for a playoff game, I think so. Yeah, I agree.
But I have no problem with the cocktail because it's good for me.
They definitely. To answer Terzio's thing, they definitely announced before the season that there was going to be exclusive Peacock games, including a playoff game. That was all announced.
I didn't know that.
The season started,
but
you got to pay more attention to the cock.
All right, Terzio says, "What's this last thing? I think they should put it out there." But that's what you just said. So
that's what I was answering. Yeah,
Anthony has just responded to your retort of the retort of the retort.
Caso
exactly. Exactly. Melo. Roger says exactly. Every bit of money that I'm saving my haircut, I use on streaming services. All right. Well, okay. So what is the Timmy? Let's go around here. Timmy, you're a head coach looking for a job. Which of these teams do you really wish would call you?
Wait.
Wait. But wait. But I don't know where you're going, Mel. I'm not seeing eye to eye with you right now. But hold on.
We're gonna put the head.
I was gonna say about
we got
back to the Magic Johnson. Wait, back to the Magic Johnson thing.
Okay.
Really quick. So Magic Johnson, you do you like him or not? Because he's a Laker, Celtic fan, Commander, owner, Giants fan, but the Dodgers.
You telling me?
Yeah,
No, listen,
'cause you're
but that's all old news. Lakers sell. That's all old news. I have nothing but appreciation
Fine.
for what he did. Yeah, I don't hate him at all.
Okay.
You know,
I just want to
so
get your feel on that.
I can
Mello,
get behind
what was your idea? Because I don't think I was there.
I think he wants to play head coach games. I think he wants to play head coach.
So we did this last year with the quarterbacks. Why don't we do it this year with head coaches and teams?
What are we doing?
We're becoming it. Well, not for right now. This is probably for like next week's show. Right now,
Next
we could
week,
talk about
yeah.
like the QBs, but it would be like we
That's a good
pick
idea.
a team that currently has a vacancy, and then we pick a head coach. But let's say I go first, and I pick Brandon Staley. Then none of you could pick that guy anymore.
Because it's done. It's all over. And if you like, let's say Anthony, you get the Patriots, you can trade Belichick if you wanted.
Well, not anymore.
Well, not anymore.
Well, okay.
It'd be like if he's like the Bears.
But that's what you could have done. Like when we did the quarterbacks. Like I don't remember. Timmy, what did you do? Who were you again? The Ravens.
No, I was the Ravens, and I let Lamar.
I was the Jets.
Cut Lamar,
and
I signed Lamar immediately.
I think you were the Raiders, right?
I think so. Yeah, you cut Lamar, and I signed him immediately. That was my.
You want to do? If you want, why don't we plan that for next week? We'll do a mock offseason.
Yes,
and we'll
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for next week.
Yeah, that's a good thing for next week. Well, Melo, who did you roll with in Baltimore?
With their backup, was it
Huntley?
Huntley, yeah.
The guy who didn't win MVP this year. Got it.
He let Lamar walk. Timmy was the Raiders, signed Lamar. I did
the Raiders
not
would have been in
sign.
the playoffs with Lamar and Antonio Pierce this year.
I was the Jets, and I did not sign Aaron Rodgers.
So it's very unrealistic with you making competent Jets moves. They don't. Do
he got.
Wait.
Come on,
I was
now.
gonna say you might not. I signed Derek Carr. That was, but I do think that I think that the Jets would have been much better with Derek Carr this year. And my Garrett Wilson guy, my keeper, who I kept, obviously, because they had Aaron Rodgers. You see, I do respect Aaron Rodgers. I kept him because Aaron Rodgers was the new quarterback, and he screwed me. So screw Aaron Rodgers because of fantasy football. Terry said from
Timmy.
we'll get into no, we're not getting into the Dodger stuff. No Jets stuff here. Timmy, who do you want calling you? What's the most desirable?
I mean, weather-wise, you want to go out to San Diego, but that team's about to implode.
LA,
San Diego.
They don't play in San Diego.
I will always be San Diego to me. Just like the Commanders will never be the Commanders. They'll be the Redskins.
I'll be 95 years old still calling them the San Diego Chargers.
Exactly. I don't know, because they're about to implode, though. I mean, they're going to lose everybody. You want to be on that team? I don't think I do. I don't want any of these jobs. Maybe Tennessee. I don't know why. I might be attracted to Tennessee for some reason. And not because of Will Levis.
I mean, he's the only 10 I see.
I was going to say, it's your dream quarterback.
It just sounds like a situation where you can walk into and help build that team. Not like you got the Commander bullshit, you got the New England bullshit. You have all the stuff that's going to make it hard to be a first year coach. I'd probably walk into Tennessee. I think so. I'm a Titan. I'll remember the Titans. Me and Will Levis. Me and Will Levis going all the way to Super Bowl.
Melo, what about you?
Yeah, I think although New England has a lot of cap space, I think those shoes are going to be really big to fill. I'm in between two, and it would either be, like Roger said, Seattle, or I wouldn't mind taking over the Raiders.
No elaboration, just the Raiders.
Oh, I'm sorry, because of Jimmy G.
Makes sense. Logical.
Not Crosby.
I don't think he's under contract.
Who? Mason
Who?
Crosby?
All right, Ant.
Um, I'm not gonna lie. When I first looked at this, and this is what I was thinking about, I was thinking Patriots just because of the cap space. It's a blank slate. Ownership's willing to spend. But I do agree with what Melo's saying. You're gonna don't get me wrong. You're gonna have a couple years to do your rebuild, but that's it. Like if you don't start to see results in 2 years, that's not a fan base that's gonna want to wait around for a long time. So I kind of think maybe that's a trap. I kind of want to say the Commanders. New ownership that's willing to spend. They're going to get a new stadium, ton of cap space,
and
ton of picks.
And
Are they
those
fixing
fans,
that field?
those fans are so used to shit that you can do anything your first year. And they'll be like, all right, that's cool.
If they bring in a coach that goes 6-11 or 7-10 next year, that fan base is going to fucking lose it. They're going to be ecstatic. I mean, honestly, I think I'm going to lean Commanders. I think while the Chargers job is going to suck year one, because I think this year they are going to blow up a lot of things. You're going to see a lot of players moved out. I think long term though, that really clears out a lot of their books, especially starting next offseason. They have a top 5 pick now. That 5th pick could end up being Marvin Harrison. If you're telling me that I got to suck for 1 year, so I'm going to get another good pick next year, but then I have Justin Herbert and Marvin Harrison Jr. for the next 10 years, I might be willing to take that. That don't sound too bad.
The Thunder are up by 60. Sorry.
What? Wait, say that again?
120. Oh, now 58. 123 to 65.
Who are they
They're
playing
literally
again?
trying to double the
Portland.
Trailblazers score.
They're playing the local high school soccer team.
Basically.
It's like the retired players of Wrexham versus the U.S. women's team.
Well, let me. I have a question to float all you then. Belichick, where does he possibly fit? Knowing his demeanor, knowing how he is, his age, all that stuff, where the hell does he end up? I think I think there's only one possible answer, but I want to see what anyone else says before I reveal my statement.
Me, I would say because of when he's been successful, he's had a top quarterback. So San Diego.
By the way, I don't like that statement where you say, he's a winner. He wins everywhere he goes. No, he doesn't. He lost in Cleveland.
And he only wins in New England. He hasn't won anywhere else.
And he hasn't won without Tom Brady. So don't say he wins everywhere and he's this and that.
He got to the playoffs with Mac 1 year.
Come on.
And without Brady.
Yeah, the first year.
They tore his ACL.
Did they make the playoffs?
They changed the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that statement. He was a disaster in Cleveland.
And he made Matt Castle look good too for 1 year
in Cleveland.
That was the year, right? That was the year Brady got hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They did not make the playoffs that year, by the way. They missed the playoffs.
I know, but they had the same record as the Dolphins. It was just
but they missed the playoffs. That's all that matters.
I'm saying he made Matt Castle got a nice guaranteed contract because
Matt
of
Castle.
I mean, if you want to get technical, Bill Belichick has gotten a ton of people paid because of him being there. Because all of his assistant coaches, who none of which have had success anywhere, have all gotten paid big money for head coaching gigs.
Who the fuck are you telling me?
Special teams coordinator.
Roger, he couldn't handle a college team. He couldn't handle that energy, that fire, that you got to be, bouncing around and all hyped up for those games.
I think so.
Can the players handle that?
I disagree. I think he would be great at Alabama because that kind of disciplinarian attitude you get away with that stuff a lot more in college than you do in the NFL. In the NFL, you're dealing with millionaires, and those dudes don't want to deal with that shit. In college, these kids are trying to get there. So a lot of them will deal with it if it means, be honest.
But remember, we're dealing with NILs now. So
Nick Saban still made the playoff every year with NIL. So
That'd
I
be
mean,
like
he's
2 years of
definitely
that?
not as big of an asshole as Saban or as Belichick. But.
it looked like John
Who's the
Kreese and
bigger
his Cobra
asshole?
Kai. He would just
Well, I
whip
mean,
those kids.
if you listen to like the players, like if you listen to like players like Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, like if you listen to players who have played for Nick Saban and the way that they talk about Saban after they played for him, compared to the comments that Patriots players have made about Bill Belichick, it is a night and day difference. Like those Alabama players, they love Saban. Like, yeah, he was hard on us. Yeah, he did a lot of things I didn't agree with, but like at the end of the day, he made sure I knew that he cared about me and wanted me to be better. And like with Belichick, I think it was Danny Amendola or one of the old short white Patriots
think it was
receivers said it
Amendola.
the other day. I think it was Amendola. He said we worked for Belichick, but we played for Brady. And I thought that was the best way anyone's ever worded that. It's like, yeah, they worked for Belichick because like that's what it is, you know. But they went out and played for Tom. And I just
Amendola played. I thought he was hurt. 2 games into every season.
three. He played for a few games.
3.5, 3.25.
So where does he end up then?
I think Steve hit the nail on the head. I think the Chargers make the most sense for him because you get them that quarterback in place, and he's shown that he can still be a very, very good defensive coach. So if you get the right structure there where he doesn't have personnel say, and you get him a decent coordinator, don't let him bring fucking Josh McDaniels over there. Swear to God, if they wherever he goes, if they hire Josh McDaniels as the OC, instant failure. But no, if you get him a good OC in there and he has someone like Herbert, let him worry about the defense, and then you hire an offensive staff to handle the other side of the ball. I think the Chargers make the most sense.
He's got weapons there, aging weapons
For now.
I got another idea.
Oh, for now. Well, if he goes there,
Let's
then
hear it.
that's the end of our Herbert stuff. So we can't allow this to happen.
I think, depending on how this playoff goes, I think maybe another coach could lose a job.
We're thinking we're on the same page, Melo.
And if there's anybody that will sign Belichick to anything, it's gonna be, and give him the control he wants, it's gonna be Jerry Jones.
Oh. No, I don't think the Jones family would give up personnel control. They haven't been willing to do that since Parcells.
But this is Belichick.
Right, they had Parcells, and
Belichick
the whole
just
reason
needs
Parcells
15
left
wins right
they
now.
didn't want him to do it anymore.
I'm saying all he needs is 15 wins right now, and then he has the most wins of all time. You want that under your Cowboys brand, because then he could say, "Oh yeah, he won it here." Everyone's gonna remember that.
If they go out in the first round, if they get upset this week, I could honestly see that happening. If they make a run, then no, I don't see it happening. I think he ends up in Washington of all places because they will give him that'll be Bill Belichick Stadium. That'll be Bill Belichick Stadium. Bill Belichick parking. Bill Belichick, everything. They'll say here.
The
the
rumors have been with their committee that they put together to go through this process that he has not been high on their list at all.
I don't know.
That's been the rumor. It's a rumor. The rumor
name.
is Atlanta is the team has the biggest hots for him right now, which I think is a terrible fit.
They would change their name to the Belichick.
If he goes to Atlanta, that's it. He's done and senile. He has nothing. He has no.
It doesn't make any. I mean, they have a good young squad, but
at his age, no. San Diego. It's the weather. You got LA. It's the weather. You got a great quarterback at Herbert.
I mean,
Anthony's like, really? Is he great? Is he really that great? No, we've seen the fourth quarter struggles.
I don't allow Herbert slander over here.
There's some fourth quarter struggles out there, but it's because of it's the Chargers. It's the Chargers' way. If you bring Belichick in there, maybe that changes. I don't know.
No, Eckler gone, Williams gone, Keenan Allen gone, Herbert's a giant. There's nothing there for him.
Oh, that's
There's
it.
Nothing there for him.
It's over. Okay.
There's nothing there.
So when Bill Belichick looks over in San Diego, he's like,
sees nothing. I should. The Commanders have to change their name again, right? Guess what? The Belichicks. That's what they're going to be. The Washington Belichicks. And their symbol's going to be a W with a hoodie on it, with a sleeveless hoodie on it,
with red eyes. The Trailblazers scored 15 points in the second quarter, 17 points in the third quarter. They are down 136-75. About
Yeesh.
3 minutes left in the fourth. Knicks are down by 14. 8 minutes left in the third.
Shea has 31 points on 15 shots.
And Rangers are down 4-1.
It's ridiculous.
Who are the Rangers playing?
St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
The Blues.
Stupid Blues.
And the Panthers won an OT against the Kings.
No, but
The Thunder are shooting 60% from the field.
Melo, I had that same vision today. I had that same vision. The Cowboys get eliminated in the first round, and Jerry Jones loses his fucking mind and says, we're going to hire Bill Belichick.
I mean, it has to be in his head already. Like, every single team has to be like, Belichick's available? Like, I wonder.
Jones is like, Jones is like, McCarthy, you fuck one of these shits up, one motherfucker.
And you know, Belichick's like, I need a private plane to go fly back to my wife. I need this, I need that. And Jones is like, no problem.
Here you go.
No problem.
Exactly. He's like, you want to go to the island? I got you.
But I will. Were we both about to say? I will say. We were.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Maybe.
I will say that Bill Belichick had probably the greatest nonchalant response to a "Are you worried about your job?" question. That I don't know if you guys saw weeks back. He was just like, I don't know. That I don't know. And that's how he is with the media. Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, we're doing what we can, guys.
Bill, why'd you lose?
I don't know.
We didn't score enough points. That's about it. Oh, okay.
Roger, the Knicks are the 4 seed. Okay, chill out with that shit.
What I was going to say though is before the Pete Carroll announcement, I actually was under the impression that if McCarthy failed this year, that they were just going to promote Quinn. However, with that Seattle position opening, I think that's where Dan Quinn ends up. I think Dan Quinn, as soon as their season is over, is on a flight to Seattle to take over.
So
a
totally
team that
new
he
regime
helped build.
in Dallas.
Yeah,
with Melo
if
and your.
If this Pete Carroll thing is true, like you're saying, he fought for his job and he wants to. Someone might offer him the money. He's like, "Goodbye, Seattle. I don't, thank you for the front office job. But I'm going to go fucking coach down. Go coach a team somewhere."
I don't think they announce all that stuff about him moving upstairs if it wasn't hashed out between them before the announcement.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I could be wrong.
If someone came at him with the great, the San Diego, whatever, the Charger job, and you have this, and he might be like, that's a nice weather, good idea.
Which 70-year-old coach do we want down here?
Yeah, but is San Diego really going to want to? I mean, I guess it's the same thing. They're the same age, Belichick and Carroll, right? They're both 72. Isn't that right? I'm pretty sure.
That range, 70.
He's 71.
So I guess I was gonna say, do you really want to bring in a coach that's that old? But then again, we just said that Belichick's the perfect fit for them. So I guess
Belichick is a Frankenstein 70. Carroll is like Steve Martin 70. It's like to say
that. Yeah, that's a very valid point.
That's right.
He's like 58. He's not really 70.
That's true.
Good, Mel. I know you're ready to talk.
No, I was gonna say Seattle could always bring in Harbaugh, and then I don't think Pete Carroll's gonna want to be there anymore.
Oh, the other Harbaugh's coming back.
That's right.
I don't think he's going to be there.
That's true.
Wait a second. Or did he say he doesn't care about the future direction because he already knows that's happening?
I mean,
supposedly the Chargers are the Harbaugh team. So
allegedly,
they're the team that is in on Harbaugh tremendously.
Allegedly.
Where would you go? Are you going
tremendously?
Belichick or Harbaugh if you had to pick one?
I don't think either one of them will bring success to that franchise.
Listen to me. When Belichick goes to the Chargers, he's going to have this golden tan. He's going to be smiling all the time. His teeth are going to be
all the time.
Cut off sleeves all the time. The hoodie part gone. right? And he's gonna be wearing like light colors, so the tan is really gonna shine and glisten. He's gonna be the happiest guy ever now.
So you're saying it was just the weather that got him?
It was just the weather. It pissed him off. Dude,
Well,
look,
see,
Cleveland,
he was
Cleveland,
in
New York.
Yeah, New York. Oh, you're right.
Did you heard him cracking jokes today in the press conference? He's like, I haven't seen this many cameras since we signed Tebow. I thought that was great. He smiled even. I was like, what is going on?
Two Harbaughs in the same conference.
I did want to mention one more name as a head coach, though. Mike Vrabel. Anyone have thoughts on where he could, should, or you think should end up?
I mean, I think there's one spot that just seems like the right fit, and I feel like he'll get very, not leniency, but he won't get crucified as much. And that's New England.
We've seen him make fucking gold out of shit before with some of those Titans rosters. It's a miracle they won, was it 6 or 7 games this year? That was a terrible roster.
He's a New England guy, so I don't see why not.
He's squeezed the hell out of that. He's gotten so much juice out of that. And Mike Vrabel's that's what you think about when you think Titan football. Like Vrabel, that's like embedded now. So
I
you think
think of Denzel Washington when I think of Titan football, but that's just me.
Because you remember.
That's right. Wait. What the game we're going to do next week? Are we going to be the owners of the franchise hiring a coach, or are we going to be the coach going to a team? We got to figure this out before we mess around with this game next week.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll have discussions.
We'll probably break it because unfortunately by next week,
multiple ways to go.
Like, half these jobs are probably going to be filled.
It's true. We should have thought about that and had it done today.
We don't care. This is our world. This is our world. This is our world.
I mean, we can still go back and mock it ourselves. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
of course, exactly. This is we make this shit. We make the rules here.
I do agree on the Vrabel with the Patriots, though. I think that's the right hire for them, whether they do it or not. Supposedly, the Titans ownership was disappointed with some of the comments he made when he went back to New England in October as part of one of their Ring of Honor ceremonies. I guess he made some comments about enjoying his time there, some shit, and Titans ownership was upset about it. So,
yeah, she tried to trade him. Like, well, come on now.
I still can't believe he got fired. Like, I think there's teams with head coaches now that should fire their coach to go hire him.
The Chicago Bears?
You could start there and work your way down. There's plenty more.
Tampa Bay should do it. Even though they're in the playoffs, they should do it.
Coach. They should do that right now and have him on the sideline Sunday.
That's a good pairing, I think. Vrabel and
the East
and Tampa
Baker. Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Like that
Vrabel
quarterback
yelling at him and hugging him at the same time. It'd be great.
Right. You got that. You right about that. Rams. I'm just getting ready for our world famous pick segments, gents. Playoff edition. Playoffs.
Oh, damn, you're really trying to keep it under 90 today.
Wait, what else do we have? Wait, whoa. Do we have something else?
I was gonna say ask one more question.
Yeah.
Who on earth wants to take the Panthers job?
Nobody.
My goodness,
I wouldn't want to take it.
I don't want it.
I would be asking for such an obscene amount of money that if they fired me and I would still get all that money, I wouldn't care.
I would take that job I would take that job in a heartbeat, just because, like you said, they're gonna offer you so much money, and then fire you after a year. Be like, I'll go sit home for 3 years, get paid.
Exactly.
Pretend to be
to live my dream of being on vacation for 3 years in a row.
And I'll make sure I sign up for Hard Knocks next year, just to make it a real shit show.
Oh yeah, exactly. There you go.
I mean, I think whoever takes it's probably going to be like an OC or DC that are trying to make something happen, because I don't think any actual head coach would take that job.
Oh, I can't see.
Maybe a special teams coordinator.
We were just talking about going.
Think they're that desperate to bring in a special teams coordinator? Maybe.
Hey, we've done it.
You never know.
Did you want to touch on the Wink stuff, or are you guys saving that for the Giants show?
We quit the Giants show. It was too depressing.
No, we said that we're
said
going
he
to do
wanted to do
a
a
year-end recap
wrap-up.
next week.
Oh, we can do a year-end recap. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's save the wink stuff. That's
90
so
minutes.
much
Got it.
drama
90 minutes.
stuff.
Got it.
Wait, do you
it.
want to talk
Yeah.
about the wink stuff now?
Yeah.
No. We can say because
Okay.
I'm whether you want me to or not, I'm gonna go on that show and talk. So
I do. I gave you a thumbs up.
I
Yeah,
have
of course.
contractual rights, and I will exercise them.
You'd be the first non-Giants fan we had on that show.
I've been on the show before, so
Yeah.
I'm
You're
the
the
only
first.
non-Giants
You're the
fan
only.
that's been on the show.
First and the only. First and only. All right, let's get to Wild Card Weekend, fellas. We're here. It's here, guys.
It's almost
Oh,
over,
cheese.
guys.
There's
Almost
the cheese,
over.
baby.
Cheese heads.
That's a real cheesehead, and you know that story.
Give
real
him the
cheesehead.
love tonight.
Real deal. It's authentic.
Authentic Wisconsin cheesehead.
Wisconsin.
Found in the garbage of
Would-
ABC.
would-
Don't know why.
Would anyone be shocked though if Green Bay goes in there and wins?
That's why I
We're
have
doing
my
our
cheese
picks,
head out.
Ant.
That's why I have my cheese head out. Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay. Let's get to it. Saturday opens up our schedule here. We got a 4:30 to start us off. The Browns. The Browns head to the Texans, head to Houston
The doo-doo.
to play Stroud and the Texans. The Browns are a 2-point favorite here, fellas. I feel, by the way, I feel, you're just looking at it, that there could be multiple upsets this week. I'm here for it, baby.
I don't think there's one matchup where there's a clear cut. This team should win no matter what.
Yeah,
Not
there
one
is.
of these games.
There's one.
One.
You're right. It's the Saturday night game.
Yes. No.
You're right.
I don't know which of the
Oh,
Saturday
yeah.
night game.
The Dolphins.
KC Miami
Oh.
Saturday night. And I don't mean the Dolphins.
The
because
self-loathing
they're not winning
Dolphin
that game.
fan over here.
I told y'all last
all
week
right.
what was going to happen, and then it happened.
But that's the emotional script. That's not the actual script.
I have that
Idea.
too.
We'll
Don't
see.
worry.
He's got them both. He's got them both.
That too.
All right. So Browns, Texans. Hey, Raul, just in time. You're like, you got a knack for these things, man. He's got Browns
20-foot
winning
Titans
and
winning?
covering.
What game is that? No, the
Yeah,
Titans?
he's got the
Wait, where
Titans
the
coming
Titans?
in.
They're sneaking
Is that
in.
the Titans music?
He's got the
Oh.
Oilers coming back.
the stadium goes black.
You're going to hear
a bunch of
JR.
commotion.
Oh, my God, it's the Titans. It's the Titans. Where the hell are the Texans? It's the Titans.
Oh my God.
Was that Will Levis?
Son of a bitch. Where are the Texans?
What did they do to CJ?
Levis,
Where's
Levis.
CJ?
Oh man, it's okay, Raul. All right, so let's start it off. Timmy, we'll start with you. Browns are a 2-point favorite in Houston.
Man, this is a hard one, though, too.
This is tough.
Literally this is a coin flip. This is a coin flip, but I'm going to have to ride that doo-doo defense. They're out of control. Even with Joe goddamn Flacco at quarterback, I am riding the doo-doo, and I'm going with the Browns.
Don't look. Dave immediately wants to defend Flacco.
Yeah,
Immediately.
he might win comeback. He should win comeback player of the year.
Joe Flacco is top 5
Well,
worst quarterbacks to ever win a
Because
Super
he
Bowl.
came back from playing
No,
for
he
the
is
Jets.
not. He is not top 5 worst quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Namath won.
Namath is one.
Brad
Okay,
Johnson.
We all agree on that. It's like one.
Brad Johnson.
Trent
Brad Johnson-
They're in consideration.
I'll even throw out what's his name from the Giants. I'll throw it out there. I have no shame.
Who?
Jeff Hostetler.
Oh, that's okay. I thought you were going
That's
to say
Dash,
Eli.
though.
I'm like, come on now. That's
No,
too
not
far.
Eli.
No way. How dare you?
Whoa.
Whoa.
All three of your faces at the same time were like, whoa. Was great.
That's blasphemy.
I want to go back and screen grab all three of you like, hey.
No, Hostetler.
I
didn't
That's
say
Hostetler.
it.
Boom. Marker created, baby. Marker created.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
All right, so doo-doo for Timmy. Melo, who you got in this one?
What's the over under for this game, sir? Because I think this is gonna go
44
over.
and a half.
Oh yeah, I think this goes over. If it's 44 and a half.
Yeah, it's 44 and a half.
Yeah. I got the Believeland here. I think the script. The Browns win and they play the Ravens. It's got to be the script.
That's right. Intriguing matchups. All right, Ant, who you got here?
CJ Stroud had the highest EPA of any quarterback in football this year against man coverage. The Browns run man coverage like 60% of the time. I'm going with the upset. Give me Houston.
All right. This is
I,
the
too, will
Deshaun
go with
Watson
Houston.
Bowl, right? Sponsored by Massage Envy.
Massage.
Oh my god. Deshaun Watson not allowed to be at the game, by the way. That's in Houston.
Definitely not.
Violates in terms of his agreement.
How great would it be?
Mega violation.
How great would it be? Al Michaels doing this game, and he's so pissed off all the time now. He just touchdown. Now that's a happy ending. He just starts throwing out massage references. That's what I would do if I was that upset about this year.
No, if the Browns lose this game, tell me that's not going to be the headline Monday morning in Cleveland. Not so happy ending.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
I gotta go with the young stud quarterback. Gotta go with CJ Stroud.
I can see it either way. I can honestly see it either way.
I do agree with that.
This is like shocking that we're even talking about the Texans in Wild Card Weekend. Like this is like stunning, like flooring, and any other synonyms that are flooring or startling.
Was anyone else disappointed that this got put in the worst time slot of the weekend? Because I actually think this could be one of the better games of the weekend, and it's in the worst time slot, the Saturday afternoon game. That's where they put usually the game. And I was like, I know because of the Monday night game, it should have been Philly Tampa. Let's be real. Like nobody wants to watch that fucking game.
I'd rather watch that than Steelers Bills.
Look at Melo's getting very defensive as we go around here for this matchup. Flacco, the Bucks. Nobody wants to watch them. He's like, come on.
And honestly, I was saying that more so from the Philly side of things. And I know you guys want to watch it because of the Philly side of things because they look fucking like ready to implode. No, I don't know. I was surprised that was the 4:30 Saturday game.
All right, so we're split right down the middle here on this one. I have a 1-game lead. I don't have the stuff up right now, but I think I have a 1-game lead now.
You missed it. Melo and I fought back Tim and I fought back week 18, week 19, and we took the lead. We're back in first. Tim and I.
Week 19, I did really poorly in week 19. That's right.
You guys both went 0-16, and Tim and I nailed like 12 picks. It was amazing.
What?
All right, so we're split right down the middle here. That game is
Saturday night.
Oh yeah, Saturday night game. Here we go. Next up, the Dolphins
on the cock.
This one's on the
Chiefs
cock.
Are also on the cock. Both. This is the one.
This is the game.
This is the cock.
I thought the Bills are on the cock too.
No, the Bills CBS.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
So the Chiefs are a 5-point favorite here. The temperature at game time right now is predicted to be 1, with a wind chill of
minus
30 to 35 below, which I don't even like. How okay? Tyreek is good in this, right? Tyreek is cool with this weather.
No, he might already got used to that.
Oh, that's it. They say when you move south, your blood thins. So already, boom, done. All right. So he is the guy on the offense that is best able to handle this weather.
If you want to word it that way, sure. We'll say
sure.
He's like, fine, Steve, fine.
They're losing. They're gonna lose. I don't know, why this is so complicated. It's not even gonna be surprised. matter of fact, Raul put 20-7. That is, I would be shocked if the Dolphins score a touchdown in this game. I think it's going to be field goals. I think it's going to be like 23-9 or 20-6 or some shit like that. I don't think the Dolphins find the end zone.
What? Who went to that game that Raul was talking about? January 10th, 1982, the Freezer Bowl. -9 with a wind chill of minus 59. What fans go to that?
Oh, there'll be fans at the game. Don't worry. It's an NFL game.
Oh, no, that's for sure. Wait, is Taylor Swift going to be there?
I assume so.
Does she brave the
She's
cold?
not on tour.
She'll be in a box.
Yeah, but she's got to get there. She's got to...
Please.
They have these things called cars,
heaters,
and they have heaters in them, so she'll be fine.
They'll roll her right into the stadium, put her in a bubble, bring her up to the fucking suite.
Bubble. That's what I'm saying. It's like Bubble Boy.
She won't even feel the cold. I thought it was nice in the weather.
So, what I'm hearing is that, Ant, you're going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, 100%. Not even. I could have gave you this pick last week. The Chiefs are winning this game.
Oh, Dolphins can win this game.
Nope, they can't. They can't. I don't know what you've watched from this team that makes you believe that, but they can't.
I do want to tell you that I had a Dolphin. I won't mention names, but a Dolphin fan in my family, not my blood family, but the other side of the family. Just to make that clear, say that they would rather go to Arrowhead. This was last week before the game. Would rather go to Arrowhead, and I'm like, that no, don't do that. Don't poke the bear.
No, you wouldn't. Why would you want to play the Chiefs? You could have played what was the options? You would have played. I think we would have played Pittsburgh had we won, right? Wasn't it Pittsburgh? No, not Pittsburgh.
Buffalo again.
Buffalo again
right,
in
Buffalo
Miami.
Again. Yeah, but you in Miami, where it's going to be 70 degrees on Saturday or Sunday, whatever fucking day they would have played. No, you would rather be at home. They're not winning. They're not winning. Stop. Just stop.
All right. So I'll go next. I'll go with the Chiefs here.
I think the last time the Dolphins won a game where it was that cold was like against the Bills back in like Ricky Williams' days. Like I can't remember them winning a game with the weather like this against an actual team. Not talking about when they go play like nobody cares teams. Like it's not gonna happen.
All right, I got the Chiefs too. It's gonna be cold as shit. The Chiefs are, at this point they don't have to go on the road, so they're still at home dealing with the weather that they've won in. But the other side of that is, does this help the receivers catch the ball? So I'm jokingly saying that the Dolphins can pull an upset here. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's very likely. But I would not be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked just because of the way that the Chiefs have not caught the ball this year.
I would be shocked.
I would not be stunned.
Run the ball 60 times.
Who?
I wouldn't be stunned either.
Oh yeah, the Chiefs are just going to run the shit out of the ball. They'll play possession. They'll keep the defense fresh, and they'll run the ball down our throats. It'll be a boring game to watch. I will forcefully make myself watch it anyway, even though it's going to play out exactly how
we will watch it with you.
Out.
We'll be there.
In spirit. If we're like 8 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Chiefs have had like 12 minutes of possession and have like 90 rushing yards, I'm just turning the game off. I'm like, there's no reason for this. There's no reason.
But what if it's still like a 7-3 game or tied 7-7, 3-3?
No. If the Dolphins are going to win this game, they cannot be losing at any point. They have to score first, and they have to keep the lead the rest of the game. If they start losing at any point, it's over.
So Ann, if we go back to Sunday's game, which side would you rather have them won and then play the Bills again?
Yes. If they just listen. This is what upsets me about that game. They had the game. The defense played great. I mean, they gave up a lot of yards, but 21 points to Josh Allen. So you're telling me you needed your offense to score 22 points?
14, because remember, one of those was a kick return.
Sorry, they gave up 14 points to Josh Allen, and then you gave up 7 points on special teams. And the only reason you even gave up the 7 on special teams is because the guy broke his fucking leg on the play and took out another player with him when he broke his leg. It's literally the only way he scores that touchdown. Besides the point, though, the defense played as well as they needed to win that game. The Dolphins should have won that game. But this is the second time this year we played Buffalo and ran the ball down their throats for the first 30 minutes of the game. And then Mike McDaniel just decided we're not going to run the ball anymore. Let's throw the ball repeatedly. It makes no sense. I think I said this in the chat. If this team was going to be relevant the rest of the way, and I said this before the Bills game, they needed to become a run-first team. They were the second best rushing offense in all of football this year, and they were the only rushing offense ranked in the top 5 that had a quarterback with less than 300 yards rushing. All the rest of them get heavy usage from the quarterbacks in the rushing category. The Dolphins get no
those
rushing
three guys
from the quarterbback. Man, just
three
run the
dudes
ball. Run the ball.
It's stupid. It's insane the speed on those three. I mean, Jeff Wilson is like an afterthought, but he's really damn good.
Yes, he looked good last week too.
He's really good. I mean, he's fast as shit, you know. But all right, Timmy. Dolphins Chiefs. He's -5.
That Polynesian quarterback in this weather, I just don't see it happening. I mean, I just the weather alone is going to be a shock to their system. So I'm going Chiefs. Kermit and the Chiefs.
Kermit and the Chiefs. Melo, your turn here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on this one too. I have felt about Tua like how Anthony's starting to feel about Tua, and I think he blew that on Sunday.
I'm not trying to say that it was all McDaniel's fault because that fucking last throw, no one stares down a receiver like Tua does. Nobody. That man is looking at his receiver before he don't even look at the snap. He's staring at the receiver who's going to throw the ball before the ball is snapped.
He blows him a kiss. Hey, Tyreek.
Still staring, and then just goes straight to him. It's horrible. If he just spread the ball around a little bit, my God, they could.
I mean, if you guys used your tight ends for any reason,
didn't Durham Smythe have like 30-something catches this year? That's a lot for someone named Durham Smythe.
That's a very good point.
That's a supervillain name. That's a comic book name.
He's definitely fighting Superman in issue something.
All right, clean sweep for the Chiefs here on this panel of experts.
What's the over-under?
Just one question. Just one
the over-under.
44 and a half as well.
40
or 44.
43 and a half. I'm looking at, I guess.
Under.
You're looking at live. It came down. It was over 44. It's come down.
Oh, okay. So that's under.
It might be under.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The human beings on the field won't be able to move quick enough to score enough points to get over this.
If the temperature is in single digits and the wind chill has a minus sign before it, you automatically take the under.
Now, if this was in Miami, the over/under, you could have popped that 55. So.
Yeah, but do you think there's some part of them that are like, hey, Miami, you know how you put the away bench in a horrible spot, like in the hell zone, and it's always 300 degrees hotter on that side.
Yes.
Well, welcome to Kansas City, bitch. They're probably like, now you're gonna see how you like with the weather.
Are they bringing their benches? Are they going to bring their own benches?
They better bring their own benches.
I forgot who started that a couple of years ago, but all teams do it now. No team uses the provider.
I didn't know. I didn't know. But yeah,
I would give them a metal bench. Be like, here you guys go. Have fun.
A metal. I'll give them lawn chairs.
Spray it with water before they come into the stadium.
I'll give them a lawn chair.
They actually shrink their uniforms.
So after the Dolphins lose this game, you're going into Tua's 5th year, which is the option you picked up. You're probably not going to be able to go into next season without extending him because of your cap situation. So what do? Welcome to my world.
Hey, we were there last year, and we made a mistake.
Your head coach decided he wanted to keep him. So
the GM.
Wait, but I think the difference is there's a lot of. I didn't see a lot of Giants fans saying extend Jones for the full a full extension, a lot of Dolphin fans would be like, all right, Tua is him. I'm not even joking. Like this, like some Dolphin fans have put him into the Hall of Fame, and
Valoga. I don't know how to say his name.
I'm on Dolphins Twitter, so I see all the nonsense that these guys talk, and how every time that this dude has a bad game, there's 9,000 excuses as to why, and no one points out the obvious things. Like it's like I said this to you guys in the chat. You watch someone like C.J. Stroud, you watch someone like Lamar Jackson, you watch someone like Joe Burrow. Just go down the list of the great quarterbacks in this league, and you watch the decisions they make, the throws they make, the things that they do. And name one of those things that Tua can do.
He learned how to fall.
The answer is there. You cannot pay him $50+ million a year.
So do you franchise tag him, or what do you do?
So he's under contract, but it's his 5th-year option. But because of their cap situation, they got to do something because they're like 30-40 million over the cap, and they have some.
What do you want them to do?
Free agents.
As a logical Dolphins fan, what do you want them to do?
What I want them to do is move on, trade him. Whatever you can get, I'm sure a team will trade for him. I'm sure there's an OC out there that would trade for him. Maybe it's not going to be the greatest looking trade on the surface. Trade him. Whatever you get for him, you package as much stuff as you can, and you move up as high as you can, and you try and get one of those first 3 quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels maybe, or you go free agency. You could say whatever you want. I am of the belief, and I believe this for not just for Mike McDaniel, but I believe it's true for Kyle Shanahan because we've seen it, and I believe it's true for Sean McVay. These guys' offensive systems are so good that the quarterback play matters, but not near as much as it would in any other situation. So you can go further with a baseline to below average quarterback than you could with another team. But as we've seen in Los Angeles with Sean McVay, when you get an above average to good to great to however what you want to categorize Stafford as, I believe he's in that good to great category. You can go all the way. You can do things that offense is not capable of doing when you have the lesser tier quarterbacks. This is my argument against Brock Purdy. It's the reason I don't think the Niners win a Super Bowl. But the rest of that team is really good, so it wouldn't shock me. Like the rest of that team is just so good it wouldn't shock me. But I think you have to move on. You cannot pay him. If you're Mike McDaniel this offseason, you're gonna pick up the phone, you're gonna call your buddy Sean McVay. You guys have been good friends for a very long time. And Sean McVay is going to tell you all about how giving Jared Goff an extension almost ruined his career.
What a nerdy conversation that's going to be.
But yes,
nerd
very
festival.
much so. The nerd festival.
I mean, I got two things for you then. I got 2 options for you, and I think you'll like both maybe. You ship Tua off to San Diego. You guys get Justin Herbert. That's one option.
Do it in a heartbeat.
And
Wouldn't
correct
even bat an eyelash.
And correct the mistake in the draft.
Go back in time, baby.
I would give them picks with
DeLorean
to do that, by the way.
And then the other thing, the other option.
Don't let Timmy hear what you just said about Herbert, by the way. Dave, you were just playing.
Oh, I heard it.
The other option.
I heard
it. I love Tim's voice.
That's great.
Oh, man.
Pay no attention to that man in the bubble. Pay no attention to him.
The other option, since you just said that you don't really need a great quarterback to run this offense down here. It's a quarterback you're very fond of. And I think you would do us a favor if you took someone off of our back. No, I'm not talking about Tyrod because I like him here in New York, perfectly fine. But you should just take Daniel Jones, and you'll be set.
What are you guys adding to Daniel Jones to make that trade?
What are we adding to?
I don't want Tua either. Wait. I don't want Tua.
I'm not saying I want Tua.
That trade would never happen because both coaching staffs are too in love with their quarterback, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, in that situation, that's how that trade would have to work. There's no way it works any other way.
Yeah. No, I don't.
We'll throw in.
I don't want my team to do the stupid decision that your team doesn't do. Because if they do that, then they're extending him, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so let's not Melo, stop it.
I'm just saying because he likes Daniel Jones so much. I was like, here, take him. We'll gift him to you.
Like I said,
keep Tua too. Keep him
We'll
there as a
swap
backup.
first with you. We'll swap first with you, and we'll make that trade. 100%. Swap first, and we'll make that trade. I won't even nothing else in the deal. Just swap first and quarterbacks. Done.
But
We'll throw in Wink there for you.
Melo, we don't want to.
I will
We don't-
personally.
like,
I will take him as well because Vic's going to leave after the season. So, and I like.
Wait,
Vic,
who
but
did
he's
you
not
say?
Coming back. He said he'll throw Wink in too.
Okay,
I don't. I'm not of the belief that Wink is a bad DC. So,
Melo, I hear the hatred, but we don't. Do you want 5 years of Tua or 1 year of Jones?
I mean, realistically, it would be 3 years on whatever the deal is, but it'd be 3
Oh.
years at a very large cap number.
Yeah. We take Daniel Jones for 1 more year, Melo. That is
What
the
I've
answer.
been saying. He's
That
your
is the
quarterback
answer.
next
All
year, whether you like it or not, for at least the start of the year.
Silence.
All right, let's.
I like Tim being like in the Wizard of Oz role there, the man behind the
Yeah,
curtain.
it's perfect.
I'm gone for 2 minutes. No hell breaks loose.
But we already
Yeah,
traded
you
Justin
lost
Herbert to
I mean,
Miami.
jeez. Herbert's gone to
Tim,
Miami.
what would you do? What would you do
With
With Tua.
Tua.
if you're
I
Miami?
definitely wouldn't resign him. I definitely wouldn't. I never really liked him, to be honest. I don't think I don't know. He bugs me. I don't like the way he throws. It bugs the hell out of me.
Definitely
because
don't
he's
like the way he
lefty.
throws.
Because he's a lefty.
Or because he's a lefty. It just bothers me. I don't know. I wouldn't resign him. I think it's time to give that a
You
stud.
make him play out his 5th-year option, and then just hope to find cap space elsewhere.
I mean, what was the biggest concern last year? That he couldn't stay healthy, right? And make the throws. He's stayed healthy the entire year. He's made better throws. So it's like, I feel like you guys are in the Daniel Jones bubble right now. It's like Daniel Jones didn't absolutely suck last year. So we had no choice but to be like, okay, I guess we're going to keep it.
Except that Tua has Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle. Okay.
Daniel Jones had
Just wanna-
Saquon Barkley.
Okay, that's a running back.
Who's not a receiver.
And Tua's got a 3-headed speed demon beast back there. What else?
Hey,
you got?
all 3 of those running backs, none of them have high capital being spent or used on them. So that's not.
I'm just saying that talent wise, you got 3 guys back there. You get 3 very good running backs. You got Tyreek, you got Waddle. I mean, you should expect more out of Tua. Daniel Jones come down here. You're gonna put up 4,000 yards, 800 rushing yards. Cheetah gets 2,000. Daniel Jones is like hailed the hero of Miami. He's doing, he's doing salsa on the parade route.
I have said all along, and I can't believe that none of them have done it yet. I know Shanahan kind of tried to do it with Lance, but then bailed before he could really see it through. I don't know why any of them have not gotten a true dual threat quarterback in this system, because my God, I think it would be the scariest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right.
Scarier than a
I don't want to talk
62-point
about
loss to the Thunder. All right, let's move on to Sunday.
Yeah, Thunder. Yeah, it was a 62-point win, tied for 5th largest in NBA history.
5th largest. Wow.
Wild.
I remember it was a holiday or something. I went up to my brothers back in the day, and the Knicks were playing the Celtics, and I don't even remember what year this was, but they were down by like they were losing by like 50 points. It might have been a Christmas thing, probably a Christmas thing. It was usually a holiday thing, but meaning I feel for Portland. All right, let's move on to Sunday slate here. First up, Steelers at the Bills. Steelers go from let's fire our head coach, it's over, no more, to being in the playoffs. Probably the squash of the weekend, unless Philly plays like early in the year. Philly. No, I'm saying bigger squash. You know, if the Eagles played like they played the first 3 games or end of last year, that's a bigger squash. But here we got the Bills favored by 10.
I was saying Tampa might squash them if they play like they've been playing.
Yeah, opposite.
Honestly.
Yeah. So we got Steelers heading to Buffalo. It's a 10-point Bills are favored by 10. The forecast is 21 degrees, cloudy.
That's not bad.
Over under 35.5 on this one.
What's the wind?
45-mile-an-hour gust, I think is what they were saying.
I don't.
That's what we had.
see it
We
on
had that storm we just had was redonkulous.
Yeah, they're talking about like tropical storm force winds and gusts and shit. It's not.
Dude,
doesn't sound
it
good.
was. I'd never heard wind.
My favorite, the Steelers.
Even during Sandy, it wasn't that bad. The wind gusts that we just had last week.
There are reports.
Sandy wasn't bad at all.
Buffalo. Anyways,
Sandy wiped out entire city.
You guys got it like at a category 1. Calm down. You guys are just
with the whole city flooded.
You guys are just built.
They were swimming in the subway.
I lost my job because of that fucking hurricane. What the hell are you talking about?
You guys are just built incorrectly, is what it is.
They're in New York. They're not supposed to get fucking hurricanes up there. Built wrong. They're worried about fucking blizzards and shit, not fucking tropical hurricanes.
My fucking my lobby, and then the 3 floors under it. In my locker room was on the 3rd floor under the ground, all gone, completely wiped out.
Like water or like just like
water, dude. I don't know what news you watch, but it was pretty bad.
The subway.
All they showed was the shore getting destroyed, and it's like, yeah, what do you expect?
I'll pull up my picture.
It wasn't destroyed; it was under fucking water.
It's gone.
Tomato.
Yeah, listen, can I just say that Melo even trolls us on weather?
I know. Now he's trolling New York on Sandy.
You guys have a lot more bigger problems to worry about. Underground tunnels over here.
Oh, I know.
What I was trying to say is there's been reports that they are considering moving this game if Buffalo issues a state of emergency due to the weather.
To where?
And it sounds like it would be moved to Indianapolis.
Oh, that's not.
Or cool. Toronto. They love their Toronto.
Or Toronto, right?
I don't like that. Just wait.
What do you mean wait? It's a playoff game. You can't wait.
Of course you can wait. There's a game on Monday night.
Just play it a week later. Have Buffalo play a doubleheader next week. No biggie.
No, actually, I wouldn't mind if they push it to Tuesday, baby. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, there's a game on Monday night now. Obviously, the NFL doesn't care.
Well, we know that.
Dave, I think your show should be where you troll like natural disasters. I think you should.
Troll natural disasters.
Well, what do we got down here, Melo? It's videos about these 10-foot tall aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah, we got our big aliens walking around taking pictures. It's like, really?
Out in Miami.
And everyone apparently only on the Samsung phone around these aliens because can't get a clear photo at all.
Nope.
Right.
Or they're with a LeBron James flip phone.
And the aliens are taking pictures. You see the aliens like sightseeing? They're going like this. So they're taking pictures.
Oh my god.
Melo's gonna be like, Pompeii, really that bad?
I know. I don't know.
That whole tornado
that whole Gaza thing is like that's what Sesame Street to me. I don't see what's going on over there. It's really no problem.
And the tornado, you just guys see the tornado here in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, that was awesome.
What? It's just ripped through.
I mean, come on, it's just wind. Who cares? It's like, come on.
That shit happens 3 or 4 times.
Helen Hunt survived that like nothing. She threw Pepsi cans at it.
That's right. Her and Bill fucking Paxton tied themselves to a pipe and they lived.
But didn't her family die? Didn't she say you never seen it miss that house and come right towards you?
Well, her father was a redneck.
Father didn't think to tie himself to a pipe.
That's right.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That pipe, of course, would have stayed
cows.
in the ground in that scenario.
Listen, you don't try to hold a door closed with your bare hand during a fucking Category 5 hurricane. That's just dumb.
Do we all have a sweep of the Bills sweep here? Do we have to go around?
No.
Whoa.
We do not.
Okay.
No, we do not.
Okay.
No, we do not. I actually think if this, and I want to stipulate this, if the game is played in Buffalo with these current conditions, I like this game a lot for Pittsburgh.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, yeah. If it's what the winners are saying, I agree with you. The Steelers are
35.
It shouldn't be -10.
They are built for bad weather games. That is like, oh, it's going to be a low-scoring, bad weather, defensive struggle. Here come the Steelers.
I mean, they're missing the
this is-
overrated defensive player that you like so much. So you know what? Give me the Bills are going to cover too, with wins.
Wow, you went.
TJ's not playing?
Nope.
No, towards MCL.
Oh shit, Bills.
Yeah, another up. I mean, at least Nick Bosa, doesn't get hurt.
I knew we were going there.
But yeah, let's go get TJ.
Real quick, I haven't weighed in on this whole Nick Bosa thing since this rivalry started. I just gotta say, Melo, you gotta come with the facts, man. Because what Anthony did,
he's still playing.
No, but he came with
fact.
He came with the video. He came with the proof. He came with the stats. And now when I watch that dude, I'm like, wow, he actually does kind of suck.
He does not suck.
He's not a Max Crosby or a Aiden Hutchinson or a TJ Watt or
because people are afraid they game plan for Nick Bosa. No one's game planning for Max Crosby. They're like, just let that buffoon go do what he wants to do.
Yeah, which is
you can't game plan for Max Crosby because he's everywhere. Max Crosby is the boogeyman. He will fucking scare you.
He's the boogeyman.
The only person I like more than Nick Bosa is Myles Garrett.
Won't debate that one. He's way better than Nick Bosa too.
That's right. That's the thing. All right, so that's your 1:00 game on Sunday. That's on CBS. Your 4:30 game is on Fox.
Tim, you picked the Steelers, right?
No, I'm picking the Bills.
You sure? You don't want to pick the Steelers?
I ain't afraid of those people anymore. I'm saying I like the Bills the way they're playing right now. I like the way the Bills are playing right now. I like the way Josh Allen's playing right now, I should say.
I think if they're able to get past this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in that
Listen,
AFC Championship.
If there's ever been a quarterback who's literally taken a team and put it on their back, that's fucking Josh Allen the last couple of weeks. So,
well, not really in that New England game. He looked pretty bad.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. The way he's been playing, though, it's whatever.
He looked good last week. He looked really good.
He has a lot of touchdowns with
7
less
turnover-worthy
with no tush pushes. No tush pushes.
They're getting hot at the right time. That's why I like them.
We know all about that. We know all about that. All right. Next up, the 4:30 game. It's on Fox. It's the Packers heading to Dallas, play the Cowboys. Cowboys are a touchdown favorite here. There it is. There it is. It's fantastic. Are we going with the upset, Timmy? Are we picking the upset? Are you bold enough?
I want to go with the upset, but here's my logic behind it.
Okay. Yes.
I am still the mush until I don't prove myself. So do I actually mush the Packers, or do I mush the Cowboys? That's
you got to put some money on the Cowboys. I feel.
I'm picking the Cowboys to win. Mush.
To mush it. All right, Melo, who you got here?
Yeah, give me them boys. I don't think they lose this one.
Ant?
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if the Packers won this game, but I don't think they do. Give me the Cowboys.
I'm with you. I'm with you. They're at home. They play better at home. Love
even though the Packers
apparently
the Packers are like 4-0 in Jerry's world in the playoffs, something like that.
I believe so.
Let's
so.
see
I don't know
Mr.
if it's
Love
all
can do.
in. I don't think it's all in Jerry's world.
Is Rodgers going to text him go beat the Cowboys like he did for the Bears?
I mean, he should. That's the motivation.
If it will help
from the GOAT.
If for whatever reason it will help, I implore Aaron Rodgers to send a text.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be on the Packers sideline for the game.
Now Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT? Come on, man. He ain't no GOAT.
4-time MVP, yeah. Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, so what?
One time.
Singular.
Making the Jets relevant again? Come on, that's not everyone. A lot of people can't do that.
Dude,
what do you mean?
Where do you live? Believe me, they're not relevant. Believe me.
The Giants were really bad this year. No one still cares about the Jets.
All right, so that's a Cowboys sweep. The way I see it here. All right, next up, one of the ones that Melo is looking forward to here. The Rams head to Detroit to play the Lions. Lions are a 3-point favorite. This is our Sunday night game, 8 p.m. Perfect slot for him. And Melo, I know I'm going to start with you on this one. I already know we know where you're going with this. You've been talking about it for weeks.
I mean, I made my prediction for this.
Let's make it
like
official.
4 weeks ago. What's the over under for this?
A lot.
51.5.
Oh my god,
Not high enough. Nope.
And I hope it's a 65-60 game. I really do.
that would be amazing.
How
It
great would that
would
be?
very possible. It's very possible.
Yeah, I think they hit the over, and the Rams are gonna get that dub, baby. Matt Stafford is gonna come back home and show Jared Goff how to. I'm sorry, I called him by his incorrect name. Jared Goof, how a real quarterback throws in Detroit.
Slip. You slipped, call him the wrong name. All right. Melo's going with the Rams. Ant, who you got here?
Give me the Lions. McNeil's back, their defensive tackle. CJ Gardner-Johnson's back. Brian Branch is healthy again. Defense actually didn't look near as bad last week, and I don't think the Rams just have enough firepower for this game. I like that Rams team, and I think it's great what they've done. Give me the Lions, and the Lions are going to beat Dallas in Dallas next week in the revenge game of the year, the real revenge game of the year.
God, would I love that. Yeah, the real revenge. That's right.
So you have the Lions in the NFC Championship.
I do.
No.
I do. I don't
Next week?
even think it's that crazy. Yeah, because he's saying that because I said that they're going to beat the Cowboys also next week. If the Lions and Cowboys both win, that's the matchup next week. Lions Cowboys.
Yeah. Melo, be ready for it.
It's not how if anything is going to be the fight for America. It's going to be the 49ers versus the Cowboys in the NFC Championship. If that's the case.
The Cowboys are getting out of the divisional round?
The fight for America.
Melo, bold prediction. I like it.
The fight for America.
Because they're America's team, and then the Niners are also like up there with that BS.
What?
Hold on. Ed has changed the hashtag from Yamamoto to Soto Man for Marcus Stroman. There it is.
Look, the only fight for America would be Hulk Hogan versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's the only fight for America. that I even
Lex Luger, triple threat.
No, screw him.
What? Dusty Rhodes?
The American Dream.
American Dream.
I'd worship him more than fucking the Cowboys. Come on, America's team.
Raul's got the Lions 35-30. High scoring game.
I hope it's that bad.
Did I send you guys the script reading thing with the Rams? I don't remember if I did, but they were talking about it, and they were talking about the playoff script, and said it's a great idea. Let's have Stafford go back to Detroit. And they're like, oh yeah, great storyline, headlines, ratings. Wait, and then the other one looked at each other and they're like, wait, but the Rams are supposed to be bad this year. Nah, screw that. Make Kyron Williams go off. Have Puka break the record. And the other guy was like, nobody's going to believe that. Have Puka break the record. Stafford. Just do it. Shit. I this is a tough one. This is mega tough. I'm going to go with the Lions.
Timmy?
Come on.
We knew what Timmy was going to say.
No, you know what? Like I said, what Ann said, though, them getting their guys back, losing Laporta, I think, was a big deal for them.
Yeah.
He's playing.
Is he going to play? I thought he was out.
He practiced today, and he said that he feels good. He thinks he's going to be able to go.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not official he's playing, but it looks like he is going to play.
Look, would I be surprised? Soprams, you hear that one? The Soprams. Would I be surprised if the Rams went in there and won? I would not be surprised. Stafford's going to have fucking those juices flowing. But I still think Detroit's a better team, and I think they're at home, and I think that place is going to be fucking all Eminem'd up and Kid Rocked up and fucking going nuts. And so I think Detroit wins.
Yeah, the only thing that brings the D's and R's together, the Detroit Lions making the playoffs.
Do you guys think that Stafford gets cheered, or is he going to get booed, or is it going to be both?
Cheered.
He has to be cheered
until he throws a touchdown.
He got traded.
Then
I have a theory. I think the fans should shower him with as much applause and praise as they can, because I think it's going to make him emotional and it's going to take him out of the game in a
Breaks
rhythm.
down.
Don't give him any potential fuel in this game. You want to keep him in that soft, buttery, sobby state. So
They should have
shower
Megatron
him.
out there. Megatron should
Oh
be
my
there. The
A tribute
memory.
video.
fans-
A tribute
you have
video.
you have fans crying in their Stafford jerseys. Like, make it as gushy as you can. If
Picture
you're a Lions fan,
right
that
before
should
they-
be the game plan.
Right after the coin toss, Rams win. We want the ball first on offense. Right before you hear, and now up to the screen, a tribute to Matt Stafford. You're simply the best. That's it. It's all over.
They raise his jersey.
A 15-minute tribute video. A 15-minute tribute video. Every great career highlight from Matthew Stafford. They play the full clip of him dislocating his shoulder, getting it popped back in, and running back onto the field to throw the winning touchdown in a meaningless
That's where
game
he
against the
became a
Falcons.
man.
That's awesome. That's how it should be.
Yep.
But I gotta go Lions. I can't go against them now.
No, you can't.
They're going to be in the
Gotta
NFC
rank.
title game. Mark it down. I'm
All
not
right.
saying they're going to win that NFC title game,
Yeah.
but they're going to be in it.
All right, so now we got the Monday night game. Monday night on ESPN, ABC. Eagles.
Which I
This
hate,
is-
by the
this-
way. I hate a Monday night playoff game. I hate it.
Manning cast though.
It's horrible.
At least we get the Manning cast.
And it's this horrible game.
We do?
Eli's gonna be going for Baker, baby. As
There
we
is
all are.
Manning cast Monday?
Yep.
All right. I'm
It's-
happy we
it's-
have Monday night playoff.
I'm in.
That's
It's like
gonna be
I'm in,
great.
baby.
I'm in. I'm back in. I'm back in. They got me.
Over under on this one, 43.5. The weather is about 68 degrees and
Ooh, nice.
fine. So Eagles at Bucks. The Eagles are, if you thought about this earlier in the year and you saw a playoff game and
In
you saw the
Tampa.
Eagles favored by just 3 and in Tampa, you'd be like, get the fuck out of here. These fucking crazy guys.
Well, this would be the second time they played in Tampa, no? This year?
Do you know that they were the only team
Yeah.
in NFL history to start a season 10-1 and not win 12 games in the season?
Unbelievable.
I love it.
The Steelers from a few years ago. Pennsylvania, baby. All right, so shit. We'll start with Timmy on this one. Eagles are a 3-point favorite here at
Look, we all
Baker
know-
and the Bucks.
We all know who I'm rooting for in this game.
Yes.
There's no question
But
about it.
who are you picking?
However, I am going to pick the Eagles to right that ship for at least 1 week. They won't go no further, but I do think they're going to win Monday against the Bucks because Todd Bowles is a fucking horrible head coach. And that's it.
All right.
I'll take the Fugazis.
The
For at least 1 week.
Gazes.
At least for 1 week.
Melo.
And I hope I'm wrong, by the way.
Monday night with the Paytons.
With the
What the fuck
Paytons.
I just
The
said?
man-
Jesus Christ.
The man.
Peyton should buy that clip from me, by the way.
With the
They should
Paytons.
play that on the Manning cast. Eli will get pissed at me. It'll be okay.
The Bucks look god awful the last 2 weeks. I don't understand them, but so have the Eagles. But Ed, if you're still
Uh-oh.
watching, I'm going with
The
Raul on this
Raoul's.
one. And the East will rise again against the East. Boom.
Okay. All right. Ant, who you got here?
I really want to pick the Bucks in this game just because the Eagles look done. And I brought it up when they announced the DC change about like there being some problems in the locker room, and they've done all they could to like downplay it and stuff like that. And I think I pointed it out. Darius Slay got elective surgery the week that they announced Matt Patricia was going to be the DC. And I think it's been, I mean, their season was going downhill already, but I think it's kind of snowballed a little harder since then. I really do want to pick the Bucks. I just don't trust Todd Bowles in a playoff game. I don't think he's a good coach at all. God, I don't really
Hurts
trust
still
Nick
has a-
Sirianni either. Jesus,
Hurt's fingers messed up, right? Still?
it's pointing in 3 directions still as of yesterday. Yes.
As long as it ain't the end zone, I'm good with
Ed,
that.
you know you like the East. Come on now.
I'm very, very reluctantly going to pick the Eagles, but God, the Bucks. If you told me the Bucks win this game by 3 scores, I'm not at all surprised. That would
I
be
agree.
great, by the way. That's the best idea Ed's
For the
ever
listeners, Ed says, Dave, you need a Bucks jersey with Mayfield's number and yeast as the name.
Had. Oh my God!
Can someone let this man know that we named him the Yeast? Because no one else calls him that. It's just us.
Should that jersey come with like like an inflation system? So when the yeast folds,
Nice.
it collapses.
It's going to come with
Let the
built-in
air out.
inflatable shoulder pads.
Let the air out.
The East rises. Good game.
All right, so you got the Eagles here. I really want to pick the Bucks too, but I'm just not going to. Head coaching sucks. Baker takes a beating. Baker's been very up and down this year. He's had his stretches of I've said it here. He's had his really good stretches. He's had his really bad stretches, and he takes a lot of risk. He's beat up. He gets beat up every single year. So I don't know. I really want to say that the Eagles will lose this game, but I think they squeak this one out.
Regardless of outcome, bet the Mike Evans over in receiving yards.
I'm in. I'm a degenerate. I'm in. Done. Haven't even looked to see what that is yet.
You could have said anything there, and Steve's like, I'm in.
He's like, "Yep, do it."
Hey, I'm out of heater, baby. I think I got like 3 or 4 parlays in a row. College football was the last one.
Hey, you're gonna be on.
But that was just a 2-leg.
Oh no, you don't get FanDuel, so you won't be on like their.
Yeah.
All you need is
$1 for $14,000.
Oh God! Imagine we got sponsored by a fucking betting site. That'd be under this show. That'd be under this.
About it. Where's Steve? He's out spending all the money that they gave him for the sponsorship.
Where's Steve?
Right.
He's
It's like-
homeless. He lost his house on an 8-leg parlay.
It's like when Pat McAfee got the FanDuel deal. He went around, gave everyone $50K.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, no, we're about putting this on the house, all on black.
Nobody else would be like, we need to quadruple our shows. Tim, you do 5 shows. Belly got 5 shows. And you do.
What's wrong with letting that?
I'll be on like at work. I'll be doing a show. Hi, this is Tim in the elevator
constant-
going up and down. Come with me as we go up and down in the elevator today.
We got a
Ups and
FanDuel
downs,
type deal.
live
This
with
is your
Tim.
work. This is your work.
You're not
Oh,
wrong.
you ain't
there.
lying there. I'm quitting my job tomorrow.
Mello,
Yeah.
get the fuck off that
Listen,
shit,
just
bro.
constant- Immediately, I'd be like, hey, yeah, drop
Mel's
me off
gonna
here.
dive overboard with a life jacket and swim to shore.
Mello, come back.
It's gonna be like Anchorman will blow the sea horn, the seashell.
News team assemble.
Oh man. All right, so those are that's it. That's our picks for the week. We didn't hit 90 minutes.
I was
But
gonna
we
say,
did. We're under
congratulations,
2
guys.
hours.
All around.
But-
Barely.
over 90.
Let's go round robin here, round room. Let's see if we can still get it under 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's go. Timmy, what you got?
Gee, let me think real
Dude.
quick. What do I want to talk about?
Pass.
I don't
Come
know.
back.
Yeah, come back to me. Go ahead. I don't want to go under 2. I like over 2.
Fine.
No, go. Fuck the Eagles. Go Lions. Yeah, that's it. That's all I care about.
All right, Mello.
I just want to clarify for everyone that a lot of people thought Aaron Rodgers was taken off the Pat McAfee show, but he is not. Aaron Rodgers Tuesday will return next season. He always ends at the end of the season when he has no more games to play. So everyone that's Pat McAfee sold out.
Why doesn't he talk about the playoffs?
Wait, he ends the season when he has no more games to play. So what's he been doing the last 17 weeks?
There was still a chance of him coming back.
No. He didn't.
imagine-
No, there wasn't. He had no games.
Yes, there was.
Why
There was a
he on
chance
the
of him coming
show?
back. And then, today
Yeah,
he
exactly.
made a surprise appearance. So he paid respect to Bill Belichick, one of the GOATs.
Over the top.
And, a GOAT from GOAT to
The guy who
GOAT,
played for him put an Instagram post up.
Dave, he had
Yeah,
no
well,
chance. No chance of coming back. 0.
He was gonna come back if the Jets were
Zero.
still in
That
it.
that
40
was
years
all,
old with a torn Achilles.
that was all
Got it.
just to keep him relevant. It was all keep me in the spotlight.
No.
Look at me, love me.
He said as much when he talked about it after they finally said he wasn't going to play. He said as much. Yeah, I really wasn't ready to play. He said that was him. He said that.
He just, said it was probably not realistic at that point for him to come, or not smart for him to come back. That's all it was.
No, he said that he wasn't close. He said that. Those were his words.
He was close. We saw him throw 60 yards off, one leg.
Yeah, in a fucking walking boot.
All right, Melo. Thanks for.
All right, we can end the show. We're over 2 hours.
Thanks for getting Aaron Rodgers stuff thrown in there. Ant, what you got here?
I just wanted to formally announce we're starting a new show on the network. It's going to be me going over the 100 worst moments in Dolphins history. It's going to be a very exciting show. It's actually just going to be one recording that we just air every week. Mostly me crying and screaming at the camera, but it's going to be very exciting. We're hoping to get that shot and started very soon. So just wanted to announce that to the world.
By the way, Steve, I had the over of us going over 2 hours. That's why I did that. Just so you know, I had
Get the over.
That sounds like insider trading, Tim. I don't know.
I had the over too.
We're gonna start calling you Martha. Going.
Why do you have to go political? I went Martha Stewart.
Because come on now, there's no one that's a bigger inside trader than her.
I had
Martha?
the over. I had the over and
Pelosi.
No, I had the over and
Worth
2
like
Dave
100 million.
hairstyles. That's what I had. 2 Dave hairstyles and an over, and I got both of them just now. See?
The line was
parlay.
1.5. He took the over. I saw that. I thought
That's
about
a parlay.
betting.
That's plus 1,700 right there. That's tough odds.
You got to be careful though on that 1.5 with his hair though, because a lot of times if it's tied up, he'll only untie it after we end the show, and then it doesn't count.
It's true.
I knew it was
going to be live.
I knew it.
This is. Can you do it like a same show parlay, where you say, Melo has this hairstyle, but in the end, this is how it ends up.
Oh, those
that's
are
the same show
odds.
parlay. That's like plus 2,500.
Over under like 6.5 trolls.
I'll always take the over.
Oh, please.
I will always take the
over. You trolled them on Hurricane Sandy that flooded everything up there. They showed the waves washing up the shore on the beach.
He trolled the Jew tunnels today. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Leave
him alone.
He did.
I'm not gonna lie, that was funny though. That was really funny.
All right, so that does it for us this week. My final thoughts are that our thoughts are with Anthony this weekend, because we know how it is to be in the playoffs and have that excitement, that anxiety-filled evening.
There's no anxiety. There's no anxiety for this. We're losing.
Zero faith. God.
Zero. Yeah, it's good.
I want you to
expect the worst.
You can't have anxiety if you don't have faith.
I want you to save your good vibes and all that stuff for me when they announce the Tua extension in 2 months, because that's when I'm really gonna fucking need it. Like that's when homicidal Anthony's gonna really come out. So
to keep nobody buy Anthony a toaster. Let's keep Anthony off the grid, off the electric grid for a
keep him
while.
with the air fryer, right? You can't die from that.
No.
Right?
Oh, I don't know. Does it float?
Let's try. Oh man! All right. On that note,
no contest, boss.
No contest at the moment. It's it's January. It's that slow. Like, should I really go to the movies?
No good movies come out now.
Should I go to the movies? You got a musical, the Mean Girls, the musical. That's.
Come on now.
Come on.
Big
that
news.
Can't be good. That can't.
You got Jason Statham in that same movie over and over again
for the 35th time,
but with bees now.
Him and Liam Neeson just quit and just do the same movie over and over again.
All one word movies. Except, some of them he puts the in front of them. Everything else is just a one word movie for him. Oh man! All right, so we'll have some in the coming days. End of January is when things start to ramp up a little bit. for those type of things. All right, so that does it. We'll keep you updated on what's going on in the world of sports. We got still a lot of free agents out there in baseball. Basketball is getting next month or so heading towards the All-Star break, and of course the NFL is prime time playoff.
May start to get some hockey power rankings again here in the next month or so. It's the time of year where it matters now. So
yeah, it's after January. Start getting into it a little bit. All right, that's it. Does it? We thank Will Levis for watching. We thank all the coaches for listening in to see where you should go this year. And we thank Melo for trolling sports, movies, and weather.
Nothing's off limits, baby. Nothing's off limits.
All right, peace out, everybody.
I can't wait till our 9/11 tribute show.